session. Join the Podcast Mogul Phil Better as he gives you tips, techniques, and strategies to grow and monetize your podcast. Live in his Facebook group, The Better Method of Daily Audience Growth for Independent Podcasters. Learn from him and his special guests as they help you become the next podcast superstar. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, podcasters of all ages, put your hands together for your host, Phil Better. Let's go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am, of course, your host with the most, the Podcast Mogul Phil Better. And I am so happy to see you all here today. Thank you very much for the first podcast live stream of 2023. Of course, you know what we do. We go big. We're going to make 2023 the biggest year for podcasters. That's right, for you, for me, and all the genre. But before we do that, we need to set some goals for success. And that's what today's episode is all about. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I thought I was going to do a lot of work over the holiday break, and I hope you all had a great holiday season, but I'll be completely honest. Barely did anything. I pretty much just ate a lot of candy. Be honest, it was a lot of candy over the holidays. I a little bit of work on podcasting. I did a lot of interviews. But no, today we're going to be talking about setting your podcast up for success in 2023 and what does it look like. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, because today is something that not a lot of people talk about in the podcasting world. They just say, hey, you set goals. Yay. Goals aren't reached unless you have a plan, and a plan isn't reached unless you have a system in place to make sure that you can reach your goals. So what we're going to be talking about is how to create a system that can help you reach your SMART goals. Okay. Why is it important? Because if you don't have a system in place, you're never going to follow through. You're never going to continually let people know. You're not going to be able to follow. It's a routine. A system is a routine. If you don't have a daily routine, you don't have a weekly routine, you don't have a routine that you do all the time, you're never going to reach the success that you want. I can tell you that my good client, Lloyd Ross, he follows a system every single day so that he can reach the goals. Kyle Slaymaker, the amazing creator of the Slaymaker method, he has a system in place. It's a method he has in place to reach the goals you want. Chris Cowden of Talking with Experts, he has an SOP. He has a system in place to reach his goals, and that's what you guys need. So we're going to talk about what are systems, why are they important for reaching for goals, okay? The term system is an organized set of principles or methods for achieving a particular end. In the context of goals achievements, a system refers to the steps, processes, and tools that a person plans to use to execute and track progress towards a specific objective. Obviously, Adam, thank you so much for showing up. I love you. Make sure you check out the TWS Sports Podcast, an amazing award-winning podcast. I have one of their cups right here. It's always looking at me because there are what I consider my ideal audience. Adam is one of my ideal audience members, one of my ideal clients, if you will, because he is an independent podcaster trying to make the world better through podcasting. And of course, the TWS Sports Podcast, if you don't know, is hosted by autistic students over at the TWS school. So Adam, thank you for always tuning in. It's always lovely to hear. And if you are listening to this on the podcast and you're interested in joining the free group, Invest in Your, the Better Method of Daily Audience Growth, check out the show notes down below. You can join. It's free, and you get lessons all the time. Every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes it's evening for Adam because he's over in the UK, but 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can have a great time. We're a great community of podcasters looking to help podcasters grow. This isn't a place for you to spam your links for your podcast. It is a place for you to learn and grow. Adam, Happy New Year to you as well. So, going back to systems, an effective system can help individuals and organizations achieve their goal by providing a structured framework for action, clarifying the roles and responsibilities, and streamlining tasks and resources. By establishing systems, people can break down complex goals into manageable steps, monitor their progress, and make adjustments as needed. So, what does this mean for podcasters? You're probably asking, it works for a business, but what does it do for podcasters? Um, a podcaster can create a system for producing and releasing episodes that includes steps for researching and writing the script, recording and editing the audio, and promoting the episode on social media and other platforms. By following the system consistently, the podcaster can stay organized and on track towards achieving their goals of releasing high quality episodes on a regular basis. Now, you want to know what some of the benefits of creating systems such as increased productivity, reduced stress, and ability to delegate tasks. I use automation for most of my uh, systems because it allows me to go, okay, I don't need to promote an episode because of my system doing it. I can go and choose episodes to promote, but on a regular basis, my systems that I haven't put in place help me promote. It also teases upcoming episodes and gets audience engagement with those posts. So here's some other how it can help you increase productivity by establishing clear steps and processes for completing tasks. People can work more effectively and avoid wasting time and energy on unnecessary tasks or distractions. Systems also help people prioritize their work and focus on the most important tasks first. So my I'm going to use an example, okay? How it's helped increase my productivity is when I started using Make to create the show notes for my podcast by asking and creating, hell, not even using Make. We'll go back. Using TidyCal and Calendly, just a thing that automates booking guests, has saved me time because I don't have to spend time in the DMs. I'm like, hey, here's the link, book when you're ready. And now the guest has the option to choose the date that works best for them. Now, I do understand that some of the days that I record aren't aren't relatively good for the guests. And so if they come back and I get that one or two times instead of every single guest I have to have come on, it's like, no. So it frees up my time to allow me to focus on being more productive by creating episodes, creating the images and what you need. It also reduces my stress because the system helps me reduce stress by providing a sense of structure and clarity, and by breaking down complex goals into manageable steps. Like, let's say my goal is to interview 100 people. Now, being in the DMs with 100 people can take time, and I have to remember, okay, what did this person say? Scheduling with this, and you can't be in a conversation with 100 people. It's not possible. But by having a link that sets up the scheduling for me and set up any questions, that system is now, I go, hey, you want to be a guest? Click here. And they're like, yeah, sure. Boom. They fill it out themselves. There's no stress with me thinking, okay, am I busy that day? Because the system automatically blocks out that day, that time. So that time is booked. No one else can book on it. And I know in the future, I can look every Monday. I wake up and I have another system. Mondays are when I set up my recordings. Every Monday, I sit down on my computer. I look at my calendar. I have 5, 10 recordings. I just create the episodes in StreamYard, and then I create it on my hosting platform, and it's done. Think about that. It's already set up so I can tell my guests when their episode is going to go live because I have it already set up. The editing, I have a system in place. I outsource my editing so that someone else takes care of it. So that is really stress on me because I don't have to worry about the stress and I take notes during it. Okay. That helps me get more episodes recorded, which reach my goal of becoming the biggest podcaster in the world. Now, it also like I said, it delegates tasks because I know I am not the best editor. But if I have a system in place, I can delegate the editing to someone else because they're better to do it. But it also allows them to see the steps necessary because I have an editing system. I created a system and steps for my editors to follow so that I have the episodes in my voice and how I like them. And they just add their little flair to it. It allows them not to have to stress because they know exactly what they have to give back to me as a finished product because they have the steps they need to follow. It's a system. It improves your organization because you have a system that takes care of it. I know the steps I need to do to follow. When I reach out to a guest, if I post somewhere, I know the steps that go like this. Guest gets the email or guest gets the link, they book. Now my system takes place of promoting the episode. They get emails that tell them how to be a better guest and make sure that the experience is 100% authentic and the episode is great. That's a system in place. I don't have to. I delegated that to an automated system. When I record it, when I come to the week, I set up the dates. I put in their email into another system, onto another list, where they get an email saying, "Hey, here's the final email," and then they get an email saying, "Hey, now that the episode's done, here are some few extra bits and bobs that you can do." It's a system. Boom. I'm organized because I don't have to think, "Okay, did I send that email? Did I do this? Do I do that?" No, my system has already done it and allows me to reach the goal, so I can interview more people, which allows me to increase my knowledge, which also increases the value of the podcast because it's the questions that I can ask. It also allows you to have better communication because the roles of each individual inside your podcast company, because a podcast is a company, it's a production house. Okay. You know the roles, the responsibilities, you can create a common language on how to communicate, and you can set up the expectations for your future team members by having the systems in place to reach. Okay. So here are some tips for you on creating systems for your podcast so that you can reach goals. First, you need to identify your goals and the tasks required to achieve them because it's an important step in creating your systems and it can help you reach your objectives. Here are some tips. So it's the SMART system. It's be specific. Hold on. It's a specific, measurable, actionable, relatable, and time sensitive. Those are the SMART goals. Okay. So you're being specific. Make sure your goals are clear and specific so that you know exactly what you're working for. For an example, a lot of podcasters say, "Oh, my podcast, my goal is to improve my podcast." What do you mean? That's too abstract. How about set a goal to increase your download numbers by 25% in the next quarter? Your goal is clear, it's specific, it's manageable. You know how to do it. There's an actionable thing. You need to increase your downloads. It's relatable. You understand the related, and you can get to it. It has a specific task. 25%. So my goal is to hit 25%. When? By next quarter. This helps you. Okay. You can break down your goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. It can be overwhelming to tackle a big goal all at once, like improve your podcast. Like, what does that mean? Instead, break down your goals into smaller tasks. For example, your goal could increase your download numbers. Some tasks you might need to complete. They include researching new marketing strategies, improving the quality of your episodes, and reaching out to new audience members. Okay. You want to make a list, write down your goals and tasks required to achieve them. This can help you stay organized and focused, and can also be helpful resources when you're setting up your new system. So if your goal is to reach out to over 100 people to be a guest on your podcast, well, and you want to do it by the end of the year, okay, you're a weekly episode, you have weekly episodes, so that means you're only going to have 52 episodes. Now, how do you have to record an episode a week? Okay, so that means I have to send out emails. How many emails a month do I need to send out? How many emails, how many episodes do I need to record a month to be able to reach that 100 episodes, 52 episodes, or how many episodes I need for that quarter, season, or whatever it is? So by being specific, by writing it out, you can see what you need to do, and it's more visual. You say you're going to remember it, you'll never remember it. Trust me. And now this is something that's very important. And you also have to prioritize your tasks by importance and deadline. So you can focus on the important ones first and get those out of the way, the ones that move you towards your goal. You want to review and revise your goals and tasks regularly. So your goals and tasks can change over time. So it's important to review and revise them regularly. This can help you stay on track and make sure you're still working towards your most important objectives. Okay. So some other tips you can do to create systems. You want to establish routines and schedules for recording, editing, and releasing episodes. Like I said, Monday, I set up the recording and the releasing of the episodes. So it's done. The schedule is already done for my recording by an automated system. The editing, once the episode's done, at the end of the day, I download all the episodes, I put them on a folder on G Drive, and then my editor takes care of them. So I don't have to, and they put it into the edited file, and then I go in and I move them into the uploaded, so that I know I move them from edited to upload when I upload them onto the already done and already created show on your podcast. Okay. I also, like I said, that was a system also. So unedited to edited to upload, that organizes my and the storing of my audio files, so I know where everything is. The show notes are in their own folder on my G Drive. So if my editor needs, they can go and put in more details on it. They know where to find it because the name of the episode is still the name of the show notes. It also allows you, if I have any other notes I can put down, transcripts can be there as well, so that you have the transcripts to share any blog post, social media. You need to organize everything together. There's a lot of tools and softwares out there to automate and streamline your process. Like I said, you can use Trello boards to organize. You can use Make. You can use Zapier, uh, Open Chat GPT, which is going to be an episode we're going to be focused on later. It can help you as well. So, like I said, so some systems and things you can do. You can create a Trello board or other project management tool to track tasks and deadlines. You can use a CRM to organize your guests, so you have more in depth on their guest. Like I said, setting up a system for booking and scheduling guests is the number one. Complete a workflow for editing and producing episodes. So know what day you need to edit the episodes or who's going to edit the episodes. Having those things in place will make you do amazingly better, because then you're not like, oh my God, I have to get it edited and set up and all these. You have the system in place, so you know the stress is removed. And then you can develop a system for promoting and marketing your episodes on social media and other platforms like I do. I use Make, it automates, and then you have Buffer that can be used. You have a whole bunch of other Hootsuite, hundreds of products out there that can help you take your podcast to the next level and help automate your tasks so that it's not a stressfulness on you. So, here are the things. So you want to set SMART goals. Remember, it's specific, measurable, achievable, relatable, and time measured. You want to use systems like Trello. Trello boards are great. It's free. You can set up everything. You can move things. You have Airtable, which has a great, robust thing that you can make a database, and it's great. You can do a lot. Um, You have TidyCal and Calendly for scheduling your guests. You have SendFox for the email automation. A great CRM is Pipeline Pro. If you're interested, I do have a affiliate link down below. You can get it. It's like $39 to $50. It's amazing. It's a great tool to use to organize everything in your podcast, who you have, your interviews, know who they are. I believe they also have an email sequence. There's a lot of stuff on Pipeline Pro. It's a CRM, but you can create your whole podcasting ecosphere on it. I will have an episode coming up on that in the future. But pretty much that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, systems to set up your goal, to reach your goals, is the most important thing, because a goal without a plan is useless. A plan without a system doesn't work. It's a dream. Remember, this year 2023 is the year you guys take to the next level. Your podcast goes to the next level, whatever the next level is for you. I can't tell you what the next level is for you. All I can tell you is you need to have a system in place to reach your goals so that you can be successful. If you need to help writing goals, whatever it is, I have I have a mastermind. It's called the Pod Mastermind. You can go to philbetterinc.com/mastermind, and it will bring you to the website, tell you all about it, the pricing and all that. It's wait, no, it's not $100. Hold on. Let me get the price up. Where is it? Here it is. It will teach you how to network with other podcasters. We're going to tell you how to do strategic planning, vision, defining your expectations. We'll teach you how to outsource and scale your show so you can get even better. You're going to be working with like-minded people, podcasters that want to grow. So you're going to be working together. It's just like this Facebook group, but it's on the next level. You have someone who holds accountable, holding your hand and holding you accountable. Our live stream is growing each month, working on getting the podcast out there. Great. That's awesome. I love that. I wish I could see your face. I'll probably comment afterwards. Dante, you are more than welcome. Make sure you listen to Dante's episode. It's coming up on the Invest in Yourself, the podcast series stream. It's a great episode. We meet 1 hour a month. We're changing it up. A few things need to be changed. There's once a month we're having a major mastermind where everybody's on Zoom and we talk about your problems. We teach you. We will have guest speakers as well occasionally. Then we have weekly hot seats. So once a week, we take a member and we put them in the hot seat. And me and my colleague, Mike Cav, we work together to help you reach your goal. Whatever you're facing, any problems you have, we try and work together. Plus, the audience helps as well. That is something that's really great. The cost of the mastermind per month is $250 American, but you get access to two people who have successfully launched multiple podcasts and earned over 6 to 7 figures for those podcasts. You're going to be having people come in that are experts in certain fields that are important to podcasters come in and teach you once a month. You have the ability to network with hundreds of podcasters that are successful or will be successful. This is the point of a mastermind. Mastermind is where you can grow together and work together a lot. There's real estate masterminds, there's business masterminds. This is a podcast mastermind specifically to help you reach your goals. We want to see you more successful. So make sure you go check out philbetterinc.com/mastermind to get all the details of it. I want to thank you very, very much for listening. You guys are amazing this year. I have some great episodes planned. I have some great guests planned to help you guys take your podcast to the next level. If you enjoyed when I had Rob Atkins on, and we talked about Podopolo and how it's helped. I know Wiz has been crazy on it. Wise has been going ham on it, and he's going bigger. Grant has been amazing on it. But guys, this is the year that we help take all of you to the next level. I don't need to be even bigger or anything. I want to see you guys reach the levels of success that you want. So I want to thank you very much for listening. And as always, remember to invest in yourself.